A war in the Middle East is going to happen. Experts say that this is inevitable. Others say that these countries are on a path towards a catastrophic war. Today I want to address which countries are involved, but at the same time, keep in mind the United States, the UK, Russia, China, all these countries do have something in this. And again, I'm going to break all this down in just a moment, but the one thing that you need to understand is that we are closer to World War III than we have ever been before in the world's history. So, we're going to see what happens moving forward, but I do ask one thing. It takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates. And now, let's begin. So by now, you've probably seen all the stories and all the rumors, and you've seen all the media that are covering this because Iran sent ballistic missiles into Israel. Israel should have responded by now, but they didn't. Guess what they are doing, though? They are responding to Lebanon. Just look at this. Israel strikes Lebanon as region braces for response to Iran. We do not have a response from Israel to Iran just yet. According to experts, they are contemplating what to hit, how extreme or extravagant it's going to be, and when. According to President Biden, just the other day, President Biden said that there has been discussions on Israel potentially attacking the Iranian oil fields and facilities. Just think of what would happen if that does occur. Gas prices are going to go up. Okay? It's going to be more expensive to heat your home this winter if this happens. Now, I want to read a little bit of this to you. Look at this right here. It says, what we're covering. It says, Hezbollah has lost contact with Hashem something, a possible successor to its late leader Hassan Nasrallah, according to a Lebanese security source. They haven't had contact with this guy since Friday, which is yesterday. But here's the thing. The reason why this is so important is because right now, Israel is attacking Lebanon. Okay? Sending strikes into Lebanon. They're attacking Hezbollah. So the fact that this person cannot be reached, they don't know where he's at, this is concerning. Okay? Is he still alive? We don't know. But what we do know is that Israel is not backing down. Benjamin Netanyahu has said that he is going to go at this, whether he has assistance or not, doesn't matter. Israel's going to win the war. That's what he says. Now, look at this. It says CNN team witnesses series of explosions over Beirut. It says it's unclear exactly how many blasts there have been, but a member of the team described the explosions in Beirut's southern suburbs as one of the most intense, sustained periods of strikes they had seen. Look at this. This is from about an hour and a half ago. 30 projectiles crossed from Lebanon into Israel early Sunday. Approximately 30 projectiles crossed from Lebanon into Israeli territory early on Sunday morning local time. Some of the projectiles were intercepted and some fell. 30 minutes after midnight, sirens sounded in Israel's Kiryat Shimona area in the north. Okay. Now, we know there's going to be increased conflicts. We know that. That's nothing new. But what's interesting about this is some are saying that this is the start of the war. This right here is the start of the war. Okay, look at this right here. It says Israel and Iran are on a path towards a catastrophic war. We know this. Israel is going to start a war, whether it's with Hezbollah out of Lebanon or it's with Iran directly. They're going to increase this conflict into a war. Now, here's the reason why some are a little bit concerned about what's coming. Today is October 5th. If you remember, back on October 7th, 2023, is when all of this stuff really broke down. This is when Israel and Hamas started this conflict, or, in my opinion, a war. And so now we're just 2 days away from the 1-year anniversary of when it started. This is concerning. According to experts, if an attack is going to happen from Israel into Iran, it could possibly happen on October 7th. But look at this. I want to show you this right here. It says, former CIA head signals full-scale war inevitable if Israel goes all out. I want to read a little of this to you. It says, former Secretary of Defense and CIA Director Leon Panetta said the war in the Middle East is at a crucial point now, and future actions will signal whether there will be an imminent full-scale war. In a Friday interview with MSNBC reports, Panetta, who served in the Clinton and Obama administration, spoke with the current state of and tensions in the Middle East in the wake of Iran's missile attack on Israel earlier this week. Israel has been engaged in a military operation in Lebanon, and it killed Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah in a strike late last month. Says there's going to be tough talk on all sides right now, but the bottom line is going to be what happens militarily and whether or not Israel can possibly limit its response or whether it goes all out. If it goes all out, then Iran is going to respond as well. Now, there is a very good chance that Israel doesn't go all out. But there's also a very high chance that Benjamin Netanyahu does not listen to the United States or the UK, doesn't do anything that they've been asking because, well, he hasn't done it so far, and he does an all-out attack. Now, this is also why the Biden administration has been warning to potentially not attack these oil facilities, because that's only going to cause disruptions and a lot more pain for the rest of the world. And that's something that the Biden administration doesn't want, especially when we are exactly 1 month away from this election. So, the one thing that I can tell you right now is that we are so close to a war. The United States is likely going to be involved in this heavily. And I say this because the United States has already said they are going to back Israel no matter what. Israel is our closest ally in the Middle East, and the United States will back Israel. Whether that's the right move or not, according to President Biden, doesn't really matter because we are still going to back Israel, not necessarily backing Benjamin Netanyahu. So, we're going to see what happens moving forward. The one thing that I can tell you right now is that there's a high likelihood that something happens over the next couple of days. So, the one thing I can promise you is I will be here every step of the way, and I'll fill you in on all the latest news and updates. But as of today, that is what we know. So again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.